Wait, hold on. I just did skip intro. Wow, if you do skip intro in this episode, it takes you to like the 9-minute mark. Is there that much recap? I'm gonna watch all of it though. What? We're starting back from the beginning. The first shot of the anime. I remember.
The number one prankster of the village.
Number one Knucklehead. Oh, what happened to that girl? When did she come back? I will say that one interesting thing about watching this is, wow, it really feels like we've come a very, very long way. In just, what is this, episode 14? Naruto has grown. The village of the hidden leaves feels like a distant memory.
Sakura Haruno, a kunoichi.
Hey, he said it, kunoichi.
Naruto likes Sakura, but she has a big crush on Sasuke.
And an even bigger forehead, am I right? Yeah, also, I'm assuming that the honorary grandpa is watching a lot of this in his crystal ball. I wonder what he's thinking right now. Probably loving it. This was a great moment. I'm gonna enjoy it a second time or third time. Fourth time?
There are many secrets in this body. They must not be allowed to get into the wrong hands. Please excuse me. Farewell.
On second thought, Haku didn't really tell a lie. Like, right? I mean, that's just based on that clip, but not totally wrong. I just wore a mask. You assumed I was a tracker. I never said I was a tracker. You fooled yourselves. Just because I look like a tracker. And then Naruto made this awesome entrance. It was so cool. At first, I was skeptical it was Naruto.
Yeah!
I am here.
The number one hyperactive Knucklehead
Nice.
ninja joins the fun.
Yeah, we're really leaning into this title. Naruto said it himself. Everyone has mixed feelings about this. So much going on.
Ha! Now that I'm here, everything will be all right.
You gotta love it, you know? I love it.
Naruto!
Oh, look, it's Sakura happy to see Naruto.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Believe
The
it.
more you talk about it, the less cool it gets.
What an idiot.
He hasn't changed
He'd
at
have
all.
stayed hidden. He could have been so much more effective.
Oh yeah, that's true. But it was so cool though, I don't know. I think it was worth it.
That boy.
Yeah, we know each other. And Naruto knows Haku, but he doesn't know that yet.
I'm just developing my skills so I can get stronger.
What do you need to get stronger for? To beat you?
Naruto, move!
Get out of the way, man. Oh, Haku saves him. Crazy. What was the affinity, I wonder? Where does this level of affinity come from?
Now that's what I call lucky, I think.
I think that was maybe, wait, what? I think that was deliberate. I guess they're reading it as an accident, right? Like they both attacked and just so happened to collide, but that looked very deliberate.
This is a battle, not a talent show. Don't let
Fair,
your
yeah.
opponent see your jutsu. The shinobi's art is deception.
I like how everyone has paused for this teachable moment.
You just turn yourself into a human target when you enter a battle like that.
Though that could have its place too, right?
I'm sorry.
He was riding on that high, yeah, of saving Inari.
There's another mystery here.
Yeah, Kakashi saw it. We saw the same thing.
Haku,
And,
what are you
yeah, Zabuza
doing?
saw it also. What are you doing? And why are you doing it?
Zabuza, this boy. Let me fight him my own way.
He sees something in Naruto. Speaking of mirrors, Naruto also was abandoned, right? We know they have that in common, or it's been hinted at. Haku seems to have been homeless, parentless, friendless on the bridge, just hanging out with rats and Shooting Star 2 until Zabuza came along. But how would Haku know that or feel it?
As usual, you're too soft.
That's sort of what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a lot here.
Look at these wounds.
He was avoiding
He
killing
cut
him.
me up with his needles.
All right, that actually is
Yet
sort of
he didn't
reassuring.
hit a single vital spot.
Because it's like, how could he survive
Why?
1,000 direct needle attacks, you know? Well, it turns
Is he
out,
just trying to humiliate me?
nah, he is the softie.
Sakura's feisty, but she can't fight Zabuza
Yeah, that's not the
alone.
matchup.
Relax, Kakashi. Sit back and enjoy the show. Let's see how they do.
That's interesting. Yeah, sort of stalemated here, so we can watch this play out.
And while you're jabbering, I'll catch you off guard.
No, you're breaking the rules here. Yeah, Haku was holding back. That's been made very clear now. He could have killed Sasuke, probably.
Let us finish our battle then. To the death.
Sasuke first?
Hey, where are you going? It's all right, Naruto.
I'll deal with you
We'll
later?
have our fight
Wow.
next.
Okay, you can't just stand for this.
The real one is over there.
I would be really wary of trusting that. Yeah, like, there's levels to this game. What's this trick
What
here?
kind of jutsu is this?
I bet there is a real one
it be?
in there. We need to find
He
the
has
real one.
clones hiding in the mirrors, all throwing needles at the same time.
How would you do that, though? Maybe there's just like the slightest speed difference, but I don't think so. I mean, that would be the speed of light, right? I don't think you're perceiving that. I mean, maybe the most basic idea is you try to destroy all the mirrors, but Haku kind of has that covered, as we saw with Sakura. Maybe there's just one in some way that's not like the rest. Or smoke, maybe if you block the line of sight, I don't know. I guess there's a few things we can try. We got options, right?
If I attack him from here, and Naruto hits him from the outside, we can do it.
Hey! I
snuck in here.
Oh
to
no, he
save
came in. Well, like, by the same token, can you just leave?
That's it. I'm gonna destroy these mirrors right now.
We tried that already, though.
Fire style.
Oh, fire, I mean,
What
that
attack are you
might work.
using?
These mirrors are made of ice, so how
Melt
do you
them.
destroy ice?
Yeah, I don't think this is it. It just made it slightly damp.
Didn't do anything at all.
You'll need
mirrors
much
are
more heat than that to
perspiring.
melt this ice.
I guess it's a power level issue.
We've got to find the real one. Which
yeah,
one is it?
that's my guess also.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
No, don't!
It's like all of them at the same time.
Then 100 on me will smash them all.
100?
Then I'll find where you really are.
And then Haku just left. Right, he can move around them at will while cutting you. Okay, that did not work. It was a good attempt, though.
It's a bloodline trait. Keke
Bloodline
Genkai.
trait. So some traits are inherited.
Genkai, what is it?
It's like my Sharingan.
Okay,
You can't learn it.
I see. So there also is very specific powers
Even
tailored
I
to the
can't
individual,
copy
sort of
that
like
jutsu.
a person's nen.
There's no way to destroy it.
You would be best at your own thing, your own trait, your own unique take on jutsu.
I'm not giving up, and I'm not going to lose here. Because I have a dream, and no one's going to take it away from me. Someday I'll be respected in my village. That's my dream. To be the greatest Hokage.
We had this conversation already, which is interesting.
Dreams.
And I think Haku simultaneously sees through it, but also respects it. Right, what do dreams mean to someone like this, you know, in this state?
Pathetic little urchin.
Oh, we get the conversation.
Before winter ends, you'll die with nothing. Not even a dream.
Your eyes are just like mine, mister. We're both the same.
Haku can see it. I guess that's the same way in which he
It was
noticed
not
it
my desire
in
to be a
Naruto.
shinobi. It's painful. I don't want to kill you.
That much is clear, yeah.
I will kill the kindness in my own heart and fully embrace the shinobi way. And there will be no mercy, no turning back.
I'm skeptical even
This
of this.
bridge will be the battlefield where our dreams collide.
This is very Metal Gear Solid.
I fight for someone who is precious to me.
Right.
I live for him, and I face death for him, so that his dream may become reality.
Haku borrowed his dream.
If I must, I will act as a shinobi and take your lives.
You just saw something. You revealed yourself somehow. Right? Wow, that was a lot. Man, I really love that whole sequence, starting from the flashback with Zabuza, sort of the origin, how like unfazed Haku was by him saying, you know, you're just gonna die out here in the snow at this rate. Haku's like, oh yeah, I know. By the way, you look kind of like me. And then just imprinting or something, because maybe this is the one human who actually noticed me or talked to me, or can in any way remotely understand my plight. Followed by the great monologue. I think one of the most impactful parts of that is Haku saying, I don't like this. Like, this kind of sucks, you know, but I'm doing it in pursuit of something that I believe in. The only thing I believe in. Now, just like first glance at it, logistically, I think the threat of this is largely softened by the fact that you don't really need to kill Naruto and Sasuke or anyone here in pursuit of your dream if your dream is Zabuza. Because even Zabuza doesn't really care so much about like the bridge builder, right? That's a means to an end. It just seems to be for money and a cover, which like you imagine they can figure it out even without killing the bridge builder. This is not their ultimate aim. Whereas for Naruto and Sasuke, it is in the sense that like they want to live, right? And failure here probably means death. Whereas Haku and Zabuza can just leave. But I think more importantly, there are some really cool ideas here that cut back to the conversation they had in the forest, but I think we have different perspective on it now. Where actually, with hindsight, Haku feels less assured in it himself and is maybe asking those questions for himself. Where like he knows very clearly that it's for Zabuza, but I don't think that itself is fully fleshed out. What does it mean to have your dream be someone else? What about that person? If you are doing things that you hate and are unpleasant to you and feel wrong to you, is there not like another dream lurking there that you're just not willing to look at? Speaking of which, right? Like that was one of my major takeaways when Naruto was explaining his rationale of like, well, I need to be strong, kind of, right? This sort of cyclical thing. I need to be respected so that I'm respected. Haku seeming similarly confused and maybe even worse because like he's not even allowing himself to have a dream, not even an imperfect dream, right? Where Naruto's is very imperfect, but it's a work in progress, right? Like he has something. He has that momentum. He has that energy. He has some inner belief. He has a good radar for virtue. I don't imagine him doing something he feels to be horribly wrong in pursuit of it, you know? He has more than he's able to articulate. And it's very interesting, the timing of it, because this is right on the heels of saving Inari and giving Inari the you two could be a hero treatment. Well, Haku's kind of in the same category. It's just a very, very dark route of that. You know, like imagine Inari just goes nuts. Imagine the person that shows up for Inari isn't his father or Naruto, but Zabuza. Speaking of my hero, this comes up there too, and in Assassination station classroom of like, that's a really vulnerable state to be in. You're super weak. You have no power. You can't effectuate anything in your life. Who shows up for you in that moment is so pivotal because you're so desperate. You're going to be hooked by any lifeline, no matter who throws it to you. And if it's thrown to you by someone terrible, well, that's your new world for a while until you have the wherewithal to figure it out, until you have sort of a clash with it, which is maybe what this is. I mean, I think the only way this ends up being reconciled is that Zabuza actually becomes worthy of this, where Zabuza doesn't want Haku to die for this minor cause. I think he'd be okay with murder because that's where he is, but if he was okay with Haku throwing away his life for this one mission, then Zabuza's not worthy of him. You imagine, right? The fight and the power is already interesting, but like I wouldn't say the ice mirror thing is super groundbreaking in that way. But like this emotional tint just kind of blew that whole thing wide open, and suddenly it became a lot more intriguing and interesting. And suddenly it feels like that is the front that this battle's being fought on. Why don't you formulate your own dream, Haku? Or let's take this one. Let's take this one and run with it. Your dream is to help Zabuza. Well, what does helping Zabuza mean? What do you want for Zabuza? What's the best thing for Zabuza? Is it what Zabuza says? Is it this mission? There's a lot more there, speaking of like burying things under layers and what's convenient. Haku also in that category of people who need a hug. Like you're a great friend, Haku, and you're worth caring about. And like genuinely, even just in a limited span of episodes, you can feel Haku's inner core and his warmth. He has something that's really special. This is not the right line of work for him, clearly, right? There's just so much to uncover here. There's this interesting phenomenon that I've alluded to where it's something like he is unconsciously saving himself. He's at risk of drowning because he has nothing. He has no family. People treat him like garbage. It's a totally unfair standard. No matter what he does, he can't succeed because people are just geared to hate him because that's convenient for them. It's nice to have a scapegoat or a punching bag. He's otherized, etc. And so he, as a kid, you wouldn't articulate it this way, but you just reach for things instinctually because you recognize on some level that's your way out. It's a ray of hope to follow. And I don't know what that is. I mean, I think you could put a religious spin on that, but you don't necessarily have to. It could just all be pure human survival instincts, which also beautiful. What a blessing that instinct is there, even unknown to us sometimes, that we can hone in on and gravitate towards a path of salvation for ourselves, But yeah, a lot of times that's not exactly clear. Sometimes it only really gets illuminated in hindsight and might not be exactly what you think it is. I say all that to say, here with Haku, it feels like this is a survival instinct, but in a different way than he's describing, right? The way he's articulating it is Zabuza is my salvation. Whereas as an outside observer, it feels more like a plea, right? It's like, help me get out of this terrible situation. I actually want to believe in something here. And so an obvious, I think also correct in some part, reading of him sparing Naruto and Sasuke is one, being gentle, two, seeing something of himself in Naruto. But I think an additional way to look at it is that he recognizes that there's something here for him to grab onto. They can get him out of this weird purgatory or hell he's been living in, where he's almost there, but not quite, and he's reaching for the light. Like a personal example is my whole rebelling and dropping out of high school thing. That was not the smartest, highest decision to be made there. But in hindsight, I think what I was doing was trying to form independence of thought, trying to reconcile what I was internalizing as a betrayal of the world or the system that I had believed in. People are just flawed, right? Authority figures are just human and subject to all the same mistakes, combined with the fact that I wasn't ready to take responsibility for that myself, right? I wasn't ready to face that, and I was ill-equipped to become something better than the flaws I was seeing in the world and other people. And so it just manifested as total rejection of everything, right? And to become sort of cynical, where the highest path in hindsight is probably to not be cynical, but to sort of heighten the good element there, right? To focus on the independence, the freedom of thought, the personal responsibility, to separate from leaning on exclusively the world, thinking that the world will save you. But I couldn't have at that time, right? So it just manifested the way it manifested, and then later on you sort of come back to it and you're like, okay, I can sort of harmonize all these elements. There's something like that with Haku, right? Zabuza saved him, pulled him out of the gutter, probably death, right? So of course there's that attachment there, and that was the right solution at the time. But Haku is strong now. Haku can look at this differently. Haku can make his own dream.